Teacher Talking Sports here, and with All-Star voting currently going on in the NBA, I've done a couple of videos on that. I did a video on CJ McCollum returning yesterday, perennial 20-point per game scorer. Never been an All-Star though, so in this video, I'm going to take a look at who, in my eyes, are the 15 best players drafted since 1990, or at least part of the 1990 draft class on, who have never made an all-star team. So for current guys, I'm only looking at guys who have played at least 8 seasons in the league, but I'm going to name 15 players, give you some brief words on each of them. Let's get started. Some honorable mentions before I begin. Jalen Rose, Eric Gordon, Ben Gordon, Tobias Harris, Andrew Bogut, Jim Jackson, Larry Hughes, Damon Stoudemire, Steven Jackson, Tayshaun Prince, and Tony Kukoc. Let's begin. I'll be going in alphabetical order by last name, starting with Mike Bibby. Bibby, in his 7 seasons with the Sacramento Kings, averaged 17.6 points, 5.4 assists, and 1.2 steals on perennially good Sacramento Kings teams. Next, we got Marcus Camby. Camby was the 2006-07 Defensive Player of the Year, was an all-defensive team member 4 straight seasons from 04-05 to 07-08. His 2,331 career blocks ranked 12th all-time. His 9,513 rebounds are 46th in NBA history. Next, we got Jamal Crawford, one of 2 players ever to win 3 Sixth Man of the Year awards. The other one will be named later. His 2,221 threes are 8th all-time. His 1,327 career games are 19th, and his 19,419 points are 56th in league history. Next, we got Monte Ellis. Ellis was the 2006-07 most improved player. He twice led the league in minutes and 4 times averaged more than 20 points per game. Career high of 25.5 in 2009-10. Next, Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay from 2007-08 to 2016-17, so a 10-season span, averaged 19.3 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 1.4 steals, and 3 times averaged at least 20 points a contest. Next, we got Serge Ibaka. He led the league in blocks consecutive seasons in 2011-12, 12-13, and he also won a ring with the Toronto Raptors. Next, Al Jefferson, 3rd-team All-NBA member in 2013-14 when he was also 8th in MVP voting. From 2006-07 to 14-15, so a 9-season span, averaged 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks. Next, we got Richard Jefferson, member of 2 Nets teams during his prime that made the finals. Late in his career, won a title with the Cavs. From 03-04 to 2008-09, averaged 19.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. Next, we got CJ McCollum, just back from injury, currently averaging over 20 points per game. That would be the 7th straight season in which he has averaged that, also connecting on nearly 40% of his threes. During that time, I believe it's 39.8%. Next, Andre Miller, his 10.9 assists per game, led the league in 2001-02. All-time, he ranks 11th in assists with 8,524, 21st in games with 1,304, and 40th in steals with 1,546. Next, we got Lamar Odom. Forget what you've heard about him off the court. He was an excellent player on the court, won 2 titles with the Lakers, was a 6th Man of the Year in 2010-11. From 03-04 to 07-08, averaged 15.5 points, 9.9 rebounds, and 4.3 assists. One of the first true point forwards. Next, we got Jason Richardson, the 2-time slam dunk champion, averaged over 20 points per game 3 times in his career while shooting 37% from deep. Next, Josh Smith. Yes, he took some bad shots. Yes, he gave you some eye-rolling moments, but he was an all-defensive 2nd-team member in 2009-10, and from 06-07 to 12-13, so 7 seasons, Averaged 16.8 points, 8.5 rebounds, 3.4 assists, 1.4 steals, and 2.1 blocks. Filled it up the stat sheet. Excellent fantasy basketball guy to have. Next, we got Jason Terry. He averaged 17.5 points off the bench for the 2010-11 Mavs team that won the championship. 2008-09 Sixth Man of the Year. His 2,282 threes are 7th in NBA history. His 1,410 games are 9th. 1,603 steals, 35th. 5,415 assists, 53rd. And his 18,861 points, 64th all time. And the 15th guy, Lou Williams. Sweet Lou, 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Him and Jamal Crawford, the only two to ever do it. 3-season stretch with the Clippers where he was awesome from 2017-18 to 2019-20, averaging 20.4 points and 5.4 assists. So there we have it. In my eyes, the 15 best players drafted or part of the draft class from 1990 on to never make the All-Star team. Again, the active guys had to have been in the league at least 8 seasons. So what do you guys think? Who is the biggest snub who's never made an All-Star team? Who are you most surprised about? Is there anyone I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.